in space with everyone now in place for the first ever all-female spacewalk. That's coming up later on Friday. Astronauts Christina Koch and Jessica Meyer will be the first ones to make history when they step outside of the ISS, the International Space Station. Their mission, well, it's actually to replace the station's battery charging unit. The walk was originally scheduled to take place back in March, but it was delayed as the station did not have enough suits to fit the female astronauts. All right, well, Perry Wimmer is expected to be the first private Dane up in space, and he has signed up for 3 trips to space and has completed all of his space training, and he joins us now from London. Perry, good to have you. Now, this is a fascinating time for space travel. I'm reading a lot of stories. It seems like there's a renewed interest, and it's made all this look like a sort of a second space race. How does it make you feel?
Makes me very excited. I'm very excited about what's going on in space, both private space and public space at the moment. First and foremost, I think it's exciting to have an all-female crew coming up to the ISS. It's about time, I would say. So more women into space, definitely, as well as men, more people in general. So very exciting on that front. Within the private space, there is a lot of capital that's been flowing into the sector in the past 2 or 3 years. In fact, probably as much as in the past decade. So there's a lot of interest, a lot of excitement, and also a lot of technology progress. We, for instance, on the galactic side, have been moving very, very fast and furiously ahead. Last test flight was up to 89 kilometers up, and our target is 100, so we're getting there. And that means that it's time to get put on the spacesuit. In fact, we just revealed our spacesuit a couple of days ago. So it's getting frightfully real, and before long, hopefully you'll see me up in space.
The question is, when do you go up?
Difficult to say. There still is the test flights that need to be completed, etc. But I think it could be possibly towards the end of next year, as soon as that. But let's see. Safety first, test flights first. I am ready. I've done my astronaut training. We have a big gathering in the US next month where we're sort of making some detailed planning on this. So it's getting frightfully real, exciting, and hopefully there will also be something that will inspire a lot of young people around the world, including in Turkey and beyond, to get excited about science and space.
Okay, you said that you've completed your training. One duo that's actually had ample training is these 2 female astronauts that are preparing to embark on this historic spacewalk. What are your thoughts on that?
No, I think it's great, and NASA is obviously a very competent organization. They've obviously done this for a great many years, etc. So some of the training they would have gone through would include the things like centrifuge spinning around, where you effectively simulate these G-forces that are going to hit you when the rocket takes off. They can be quite severe. In my case, there'll be 3GZ and 6GX, so the equivalent of having 6 people standing on top of your chest. So you definitely want to be prepared for that, and centrifuge training is a good way of doing it. They would also have done what's called zero-G flights, meaning you take a Boeing 727 or something similar, go up to a height of 16 kilometers, and you nosedive down for 30-40 seconds at a time, and you accelerate on the way down to Earth, meaning that you then become weightless. It becomes 0G, minus G. It's basically, you're weightless for these 30-40 seconds at a time, and you feel like how it is to be in space. So it's excellent preparation for it.
Maybe
I've
excellent
also
preparation,
flown,
but
fighter jets.
Yeah. I'd be great training. It sounds, I don't know how excited I'd be to try all that. All right, space advocate Perry Wimmer, thank you very much for joining us here on the NewsHour. We wish you all of the best of luck. All right, let's return to our top story now, and these pictures.